The lights dimmed, the crowd fell into a hush, and somewhere behind the curtain a quiet breath was taken. In moments like these, the world often expects another familiar performance, another polished voice that fits neatly into what people already believe great singers should sound like. Yet again and again, singers from the Philippines have stepped onto global stages and shattered those expectations completely. They did not merely sing, they told stories through sound, carried generations of struggle and hope in their voices, and left audiences across continents stunned, emotional, and speechless. The Philippines is a nation where music flows as naturally as conversation. In small homes, karaoke machines glow late into the night. In narrow streets, children sing pop songs with the confidence of seasoned performers. In churches, voices rise together in harmony, not trained by conservatories but shaped by devotion and community. For many Filipinos, singing is not a luxury or a career choice at first, it is a way of life. This deep-rooted musical culture has quietly produced some of the most astonishing vocal talents the world has ever heard. What makes Filipino singers so shocking to global audiences is not only their technical skill, though that alone is remarkable. It is the contrast between expectation and reality. Often underestimated because of their humble backgrounds, accents, or appearance, these singers step forward and unleash voices so powerful, so controlled, and so emotionally rich that judges, viewers, and even fellow musicians are left in disbelief. In a matter of seconds, assumptions crumble. Consider the countless talent shows where Filipino singers first caught international attention. A simple introduction, sometimes spoken nervously, gives little hint of what is about to happen. The judges smile politely, the audience claps out of courtesy, and the cameras roll. Then the first note hits. Suddenly, expressions change. Eyes widen. Hands fly to mouths. The room fills with a sound that seems far too big for the person producing it. High notes soar effortlessly, low notes resonate with depth, and every lyric feels lived rather than performed. These moments go viral not because of clever marketing, but because people instinctively recognize something rare. Behind each of these voices lies a story of perseverance. Many Filipino singers grow up in modest circumstances. Some sing to help support their families, performing in small bars, weddings, or local competitions. Others learn by mimicking songs they hear on the radio or television, replaying cassette tapes or YouTube videos until every note is memorized. Formal training is often a dream rather than a reality, yet discipline and passion fill the gap. When these singers finally reach global platforms, they carry with them years of quiet struggle and determination. Emotion is another defining element that shocks the world. Filipino singers have an uncanny ability to make listeners feel something deeply, even when singing in a language not their own. Whether performing soul, pop, rock, or classical pieces, they connect to the heart of a song. This emotional honesty transcends cultural boundaries. A listener in Europe, Africa, or the Americas may not understand the singer's personal history, but they feel it in the voice. Pain, joy, longing, and hope all vibrate through each phrase. There is also a remarkable versatility among Filipino vocalists. Many can shift seamlessly between genres that typically require very different techniques. A singer might deliver a flawless power ballad one moment and then surprise everyone with a soulful R&B run or a gritty rock scream the next. This adaptability often leaves international judges stunned, as they struggle to categorize the performer. The voice refuses to be boxed into a single style, reflecting a musical upbringing shaped by diverse influences. Global audiences are particularly shocked when Filipino singers tackle iconic songs made famous by legendary artists. These are songs many believe should never be attempted, let alone reinterpreted. Yet Filipino singers often approach them with respect and courage, adding subtle personal touches that breathe new life into familiar melodies. Instead of imitation, they deliver reinvention. Listeners find themselves hearing a beloved song as if for the first time. Another powerful aspect is the humility these singers often display. Despite their extraordinary talent, many speak softly, thank their families, and express gratitude for even the smallest opportunities. This humility contrasts sharply with the magnitude of their voices. The world watches as someone who appears shy or ordinary transforms into a commanding presence once the music begins. That transformation is part of the shock, part of the magic. Social media has amplified this phenomenon dramatically. Clips of Filipino singers performing on international stages spread rapidly, shared by millions who cannot believe what they are hearing. Comments flood in from every corner of the globe, marveling at the consistency of talent emerging from the Philippines. People begin to ask the same question again and again: what is it about this country that produces so many incredible singers? The answer lies not in one single factor, but in a combination of culture, resilience, and emotional openness. Music in the Philippines is deeply intertwined with everyday life. Singing is encouraged, celebrated, and shared. At the same time, life's hardships teach emotional depth. Many singers have known loss, sacrifice, and struggle, and these experiences shape their artistry. When they sing, they are not performing from a distance, they are drawing directly from lived experience. The shock the world feels is also a reflection of its own misconceptions. Too often, global audiences underestimate talent from certain regions, assuming greatness only comes from established music capitals. Filipino singers challenge that narrow view. They prove that world-class artistry can emerge from anywhere, from small towns and crowded cities alike. Each stunning performance becomes a reminder that talent recognizes no borders. As Filipino singers continue to rise on international stages, they inspire countless others back home. Young children watching these performances begin to believe that their own voices matter, that their dreams are valid. The cycle continues, fueled by inspiration and possibility. The world may be shocked today, but tomorrow it may come to expect brilliance from the Philippines. Yet even as expectations grow, Filipino singers continue to surprise. Each new voice carries its own unique tone, story, and emotional color. The shock does not fade, it evolves. It becomes admiration, respect, and finally celebration. These singers are no longer just unexpected talents, they are ambassadors of a rich musical heritage. In the end, what truly shocks the world is not just the power of these voices, but the humanity behind them. Filipino singers remind us that music is not about perfection alone, but about connection. When they sing, they reach across oceans and cultures, touching hearts in ways that words alone never could. Their voices echo far beyond the stage, leaving a lasting impression that lingers long after the final note fades.